Testing, testing. 1, 2, 1, 2. How's everyone doing today? Rufo Tris here. Am I live? It always takes a second. Let me refresh on my screen. Looks like I'm live. I see it there. Do y'all see me? Hello. I'll just say something in chat just in case people don't see me. Check the sound. Yep, okay, I hear myself. All right, so yes. Hello, I'm Chris. Welcome, aka I go by Rufo Tris. The echo might have been because I turned on my laptop for a sec to make sure I could hear myself. Should be gone now. Hopefully, yes, gone. So, hello, welcome Unheard Voice. So today, as the thumbnail showed, I've got a little bit of agates that came in from Travis, 406 Finding. And so let me flip that around and show you guys a bit of that. Look at those beauties. Sent some dry head agates, some Bear Canyon, and some Yellowstone River. We got all sorts of pretties there. So, I'm just going to say a few little things, say hello to everyone, see how y'all doing in the chat, and then get into showing those off. Got a little bit of water so we can get them wet and look at them pretty close in the camera. Macro doesn't work really well on the YouTube live, but we'll look at them as close as we can. And yeah, enjoy that for just a little bit. I'll go through these semi-quick, and then I will get out the blacklight. We'll check them out in the blacklight too, because I'm sure there's got to be some nice UV reaction in these. And then later on today, I'm going to actually be live polishing some goodies. And towards the end of this, I will show you what I'm going to be polishing later. And that'll be a separate live. I'll end this one, go have a little lunch break, and then come back and we'll do that. So I don't know why I always hold this mic. I'm pretty new to using a mic, so I feel like I got to sit here and hold it. All right, so let me flip this back around yet again, and we will enjoy some of these beautiful, beautiful stones that Travis sent. Wow. I'm still like flabbergasted. I just opened this last night and I couldn't even wait to do like a live actual unboxing because just look at them. Let's see, where's the one? I think it's this one. I'm just going to get right into one of my favorites here. This one has a mushroom in it. It's got a nice, awesome little mushroom dendrite. I thought that was pretty cool. I love the dendrites in this stuff. Little forest of it down in the bottom here. Beautiful material. You can see right through it. So let me pour a little water. I got these little Tupperwares here. I'll put a little water in one. I have something to just easily dip these in and we can look at them. One of my other favorites I saw right off the bat when I opened the bag was this one. It's got all sorts of little kind of dendrite. I guess you'd still call those dendrites, but it's like snowflakes, ash, black snowflakes. Very transparent. Let's pull this light down. Look at those. So pretty. How can you not love that material? Oh, gorgeous. Don't really need to get those wet because they show plenty. This one's got some kind of scratchy lines in it. We might see a little deeper into that one if we get it wet. Get an idea of what it'll look like polished. Beautiful little piece. So definitely we'll have to get out the black light for these. Hey there, how's it going? Old Millfish Rock. We got a regular in the house. Still don't remember if we say your name here or not, so I'm not gonna. Look at that one. Big old one on the surface there. I love when they're sprawling out and actually look like a little snowflake. The cracks in that, at least I'm pretty sure they're cracks. Maybe they're self-healed. But we see that in a lot of the Yellowstone and Montana agates that I have. Well, that one's got a interesting inclusion that looks like a little creature in there. Look at that. Got a little more wet. Kind of looks like as if there would be a snake head inside of that. That one's really cool. Oh, that one is wild. I wonder how that looks in the UV. Ooh, look at the, okay. So it looks very clear, but watch as I turn it, you'll see a kind of pointed pattern appear there. You see the banding? There's like some hidden banding in there that kind of appears. Camera might not pick it up as well, but there's multiple parallel lines, small parallax banding that's hidden within there. More coming up here. Oh yeah. So this actually, if we took this one thin, might be a good candidate for iris, because even being this thick, I can see the like tight little parallax banding in that that's bending and playing with the light. Ooh, that one's really, really cool. Oh wow. Only when it's lined up just right do you get those really nice, even, beautiful lines. And then it's all blurry otherwise. You got a triangle in this one. Also, maybe another good candidate for iris. Have to cut it again and get it really thin, but that's got a lot of tight little hidden banding in there I can see. And it's kind of warping the light right there, like iris does. There's really some light play off of those. And a druzy center. Look at that, it goes right through. A little druzy center in that. I apologize. Allergies have me coughing a bit. Thank you all for joining, by the way. I keep needing to remember to type in the chat a little bit more because it's funny. I know I say it all the time, but YouTube don't care how much we talk. It's all about that chat interaction rate. I need to remember to actually type in the chat more. Nothing's worse than dry head. We'll get there. I'm holding off on the dry head. One's got a lot of great little details I'll have to show y'all in the macro later because on the live I can't get the macro as well, but we'll take a little look at it there. See those tiny dots? I love those little types of inclusions. Oh, oh goodness. There's a little peek at it. Have a peek at one of them. Nice piece of dry head here. Oh, look at the crystal cave in that one. Some clear, gemmy little crystals in there. Nice mixture with the host rock in this one. That is pretty. Yeah. dry head is something else. But we'll get to those in a minute. Keep going through these Yellowstone ones. This looks like it must have been one that Travis was gonna do one of his fishing lures with, and it, must have broke on him while he was cutting. Hey there, Karen. Welcome. How are you doing today? Wow, look how interesting. You can see the rind on this one, where the dendrites and stuff just seem to stop. It's got this little layer. On this side, it kinda goes all the way up to the edge. Look how it just seems to stop, and there's just that rind layer. Very interesting. Well, that's a sad story for Travis, that this one broke while he was trying to make a lure, but it's gonna be a happy story for us as we turn this into just a nice big oval piece. Ooh, I think that's a I mean, it's got a lot of inclusions, but look at the crazy banding in there. That could maybe be a candidate for parallax, some iris. Hmm, maybe we'll get that one a little wet. I always like those. So, we've got a handful more here. Ooh, even more than I thought. I'm trying to look through my phone screen instead of straight over, and so there's like a slight lag sometimes and can't always react properly and tell where I'm reaching. Now look at that one. I think it's the rind giving it this color maybe, because if we look at it, I think the rind on this one, well, maybe it's not giving it most of that color. Maybe it's the whatever type of inclusion causes the coloring in the banding. I don't know Yellowstone agate. Anyone here know if it's iron? Is it iron in there that causes the red and orange kind of banding? I wouldn't say red, probably orange. Hello, Lisa. Oh, okay. So that's really good to know, because I don't know if you saw it a moment ago, Karen, but let me pull out the one with the quartz center. There's actually a couple here. Like, so this one I was saying looked like it was a pretty good candidate because it already had some like light warping effects going on around this triangle bit, and it's got a nice quartz druzy center. So that seems like it would be a great candidate. It does seem to have this crack going up and through that's hopefully restabilized with all that, the dendrites and the inclusions in there. So, yeah, that's what I thought. Okay. Yeah, I said that a moment ago when we first picked this one up. I'm like, that looks like it would be a really good candidate. There he is, the man of the hour, Travis. And you know what? We didn't look around the edge on this one. Got a lot of really cool little details. I love the little dendrites. If I wasn't live and I was just looking at this alone, I'd probably be singing a little song. Sing a little ditty about the dendrites. A little dendrite ditty, if you will. I really like the little snowflake ones. These are going to make nice pendant pieces, especially I think for the people who wrap and trying to make the nice bezels so they can be used either for wrapping or for silversmithing, any kind of metal smithing. I'm going to be spending so much time looking at them already. So the good news, Travis, is I think everything made it in one piece except this one. I don't know if you shipped this one broken, but I think this was the only piece in the entire bunch that came broke, so I was very happy with that. There it is. Where you go? You go right there? Don't you want to go in your home? Oh, it was the other way, I think. Don't you want to go back in your home? Yeah, that's what I figured, and I wasn't upset at all. I'm gonna turn it into some little pieces. This one will be a little piece. This one will be a nice little oval piece. And we'll do something with this one. Ooh, look at that. That's pretty cool. It's kind of like a pillar of white. Yeah, I'm not worried about it breaking at all. I mean, I prefer when pieces like this break because it means there was probably a natural fracture there, and I'd rather it break now than before, or rather before than when I start working it. If it breaks after you're working it or while you're working it, you've wasted time and effort working a piece and it breaks later, and that's just no fun. Ooh, look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? I think we might have to make this one a little triangle piece. Just cut out a little triangle there because I like to do my little triangle calves. Although that's got a thick booty on it. Ooh, some nice color. Maybe, maybe what I'll do is actually cut this one more like a little half pyramid. Make a little flat bottom so it can stand like a little display. I don't know. Maybe I won't turn that into a cab because that's gorgeous as is. Ah, well, thank you, Unheard Voice, for coming in. Enjoy Pilates. I hope you have a great day. You might have to come back later and see the Bear Canyon ones and the Dry Head because those are going to be great. Not to mention the UV. I'm going to have to get that UV light out in just a moment and show y'all. In fact, let's go ahead and grab that real quick now because I can see it just a few steps away. Grab my UV. Now I've got it handy. And we'll look at the last. It looks like. Oh, we already looked at this one. Last 4 pieces from this bag. Okay. So this is the last 4 out of the Yellowstone River bag. These ones are really cool. I like the water lines. This is just like, what, the core? Maybe it was the core of an agate or like geode type looking, not geode, but you know how some of these get there's a fortification banding, but then there's the water line banding in the center. Just makes me think it's like the center of one. Who knows? Make that into a little cab. Yes, I meant Thunder Egg core, not geode core. That's a good one for the UV. Oop, dropped it. It's all good though. Alrighty, so, oh, no, there's this little guy. I set it down. It'll make a nice tiny pendant. Smooth out oval the edge there. Put a little mount on it. Make it a little tiny hanging pendant. Yeah, Karen, the dendrites are my favorite, and I don't know if you saw the first one. You think that one's the really good iris slab? Is this the same as the... Did that come off of this? Oop, it looks like they'd be related. Yeah, the one with the quartz center there. Yeah, we were saying that one looked like it would be a good candidate. When I was playing with it in the lights, it looked to me like there we go. Yeah, we get some light behind it. We can already see a little play with the light there as I turn it side to side. So yeah, this other one, you can see the banding, not as well on the camera, but yeah, I can see. That'll be some great candidates. I love that color. Oh my gosh. Look at that. Isn't that lovely? Beautiful color. Okay, so let's go ahead and look at the Dry Head and Bear Canyon ones. I can't resist the Dry Head any longer. Look at that color. Just popping out at you. Oh man, it's like fire. A little rim of fire going around it. Wow. Now, usually moss agate is one of my favorites, but oh, Dry Head might be a new top contender. That is so amazing. Look at the side. Goodness. That is awesome. Thank you, Travis. Again, I've said it. I'll say it again. I'll keep saying it. Thank you. Those are awesome. Yeah, this is the one I picked up before to show a little peek of, but it's got that nice little druzy cave in there. Those are really crystal clear. Might do a short with this one. I'll try and do a short video showing these off, but I'll also do like a YouTube short. And we'll look at that in the macro and see those little crystals in detail. Yeah, that'll make a really nice cab, Angie. Agreed. Oh, whoa, it's a bat. There's one wing, another wing, body. You could say that's a weird head, an ear, distorted face. I don't know, or you could look at it like just that part's the bat. A flying creature of some sort, whooshing by. I love looking for things in the banding. It's like looking at clouds, and just seeing animals and stuff in the clouds. Just as fun with rocks. Oh, look at the little quartzy bit in there. Oh wow, if you look carefully, so it's a lot of clear quartz in there, and it allows you to see a window to the orange botryoidal bits. It looks almost velvety under there, like it almost looks like it's an orange velvety botryoidal texture, and that quartz just gives us a nice little window into it. That's another great candidate as well for the macro and the shorts later. Love that. Kind of looks like what is that constellation? Is that the Orion constellation? About that shape. Oh, the back. Sorry. Yeah, the back of that one is still raw, but you look really close. It does have a lot of great little banding on it. Most of it's not visible here, but there's a little bit visible there. I could polish it up, round off the back, Give the back a little polish. See what's revealed. Keeps coming up on other channels, the luchador mask. I somewhat saw that there. Eyeball, eyeball, mouth, luchador. uh, oh, that's really cool. It looks really cracked, really fractured and weak in the middle on this one. Really interesting to work with it and see how that holds up. I think this keeps being the same dog hair getting all in the way. All right, what else do we got here? This is the big one. Let's look at the back first for a moment. Ooh, kind of nice mix of colors, some whites to kind of bluish, then into the orange. Oh, what's that? There's always one in a box. You always find one in a rock. Let's look at the other side here. Hey, nice, another little crystal pocket. That one goes really deep into the rock. Nice. That one's pretty big, so a lot of host rock on this one. Interesting. Just give that a nice flat face polish and have that as a display one. So that's all the dry head and all the Yellowstone. Um, did I miss one? Nope, that's all of those. Yeah, Karen, they've got so much detail. They're going to be great to polish. What is it? The little mushroom one I set to the side, and then I buried in here, which was one of the very first ones, is definitely going to be one of my favorites. It was already marked here. And the little, oh, thank you, Travis. It'll be even better when I'm not on live because the live restricts me from using the macro camera. But when I'm not live, I can switch to the macro camera and we can see this like, I don't know, what is that, 5 to 10 times closer on the macro? I love that little mushroom UFO piece in there. It's a shame it's at such an angle, but I'm definitely going to try and preserve that and get that little piece to be a nice little cab just like was marked here. I might not do that shape. I might do a little oval and preserve that as well. Yes, I love that. Right, Karen? It is great. And then it's got this little forest on the bottom. Let me dip that in the water. Slightly better view here. So nice dendritic forest down there. Looks like that was also marked as maybe a plan to take out that little forest, which is not a bad idea, although it chipped right there. Pretty deep chip. Thinks I like that much. That's still a nice little chunk that could be preserved of a little dendrite forest. That was great. So let's look at the Bear Canyon and then I'll pull out the UV. Wow, I love the contrast in that. It's such a stark contrast from the dark to the light. Ah, well, thanks for coming. Putting a second coat of paint on the cabinets in your shop. Oh, right on. Well, you will have to look forward to these. I'll definitely be posting them on Instagram as well. Trying to get more into Instagram. For a second, I thought that looked like Australia, but that's not right. That's just not the right shape. Let's try and zoom in on this one. See what, oops, sorry, I dropped it. See what we can get here as far as close-up detail. Yeah, I think I had one little piece that someone sent me. Oh, there's a surprise. I was waiting to turn it over. So this one has a great druzy chunk on the back. Look at that. Oh my. All right, let me see if turning on the flash helps here. Okay. So I had to mute for a second. Cough. Allergies are really hitting me hard. Spring has sprung here in New York. The trees are budding on Long Island, and it is officially spring here. It's crazy. And it's had me so congested. Should have taken some Zyrtec today to prepare for this. But I had not anticipated going live. Yep, I'm pretty sure it's all quartz. We'd have to ask Travis if there's like calcite in there. I mean, I don't know what the white is. Since I've got it right here, let's go ahead and. Oh, that's right, I've got the flash on. Disable flash. Whoa, yeah, the white's something else. Maybe opal? Look at that glow. Okay, so let's see if there's any phosphorescence. Plus, there's some green around the edges. Wow, look at that. Neji woke up from the nap. How was your nap? Ooh, it had a little phosphorescence in there. Yeah, I can't tell if that's calcite. I'm gonna have to look at it a little closer. Oh, yeah, he says, okay. Should be all quartz and calcite, Travis said. There's a little linger to that. And I'm not talking about the smell. Little phosphorescence there. Let's check out this big old slab. This looks like it must have been slab right over from that one because this pattern matches. Matches up where they were at least. Yeah. Oh yeah, I can see the triangle where it didn't quite fit in the saw. And you got that triangle there and there where it matches up. Went at it from two angles. Oh wow. Kind of like a moon, minus the agate ponds, or they could be lakes. We'll say those are lakes and a cratered moon. Like, I know it doesn't quite look like a bunch of spheres, but just the pattern of it makes me kind of think of the surface of a moon or an alien world. There's some craters for you. Yeah, that's beautiful. Let me grab a towel and dry that off so we can look at it with the UV, not have the light reflect so bad. Okay. Some towel fuzzies on there because I did just dry it with a towel. I wanted to see if this had some good green and colors in this as well. It's got a little bit going on. It'll show much better when I don't have so much daylight in here. I do have a fair amount of ambient daylight at the moment. But let's look at these last two out of this bag. The one with Druzy had a pattern that looked like a clown face. I missed that. The Druzy one here. On this side or on the this side when you're looking at the druzy. Oh, or like here, we got an eye, mouth. My eye keeps catching this one. What's that? So remember on the dry head, we had the little orange, where is it? Is it this piece? Hmm. One of these had it, this one. So there was the window down into the orange, velvety looking botryoidal bits, right? And if you look on this one, similarly, you have the same with kind of like, I don't know if you'd call that a blue-gray, green-blue, blue-gray-green. I'm colorblind, but that looks like a blue to me, what I'd call a bluish, some whitish and bluish chalcedony. When you look at it, it almost looks like it would have been botryoidal little center there. Another one right up there. Reminds me, just made me think of that. Ooh, a Triforce, right? Oh, yes, Reg. We like things that are Zelda in this house. Oh, this end, look at it. This other side has a real open druzy pocket in it, but there's more of that same kind of feature we were just seeing on the other side. Botryoidal masses. I know I hear people say it all sorts of ways. Botryoidal, botryoidal. I don't care. I'm not a stickler. I know there's probably one proper way to say it, and some people are gonna care, but that's I'm not here to test y'all or to take a test, so till that time comes, I don't need to worry about it. This one reminds me of I don't remember what his name is. The little green slime monster. Was it from Pogs? Oh man, it's bringing up an image in my head from childhood. Little monster dude. Yeah, that's the last of those. Let me grab the others back out of this bin and grab the UV. And even with the daylight, I think some of these, like this one, should probably pop in the UV, I'm guessing. Look at those bands. Ooh, beautiful. And not even all the same color. Kind of transition a little bit in color there. And not because my finger was behind it. Nice. There's the mushroom one. Just overall, the background kind of has a soft glow to it. But I think that's just a reflectiveness of the light getting trapped within the piece. Hmm. Yeah, it's warm here today, but I mean, rapidly dropping, and it's supposed to start snowing, they said. So I was going to get my saw out, but the temperature is rapidly dropping here. So I decided I'll just keep polishing stuff instead. Yeah, you think that one's irisy? You were saying the mushroom one? Oh, look, see how I was talking about earlier, we could see the hidden banding in this one? Now with the UV, you can actually see right where I was pointing out that banding. The UV shows it much more. Ooh, a lot in chat I'm missing right there. Hold on, let me try and show you this while I read that in chat. Yeah, they both said it was irisy. Oh, the little white half one? Oh, okay. Not as much reaction as I would hope for in this one. I don't know why. I would hope that white would just like really pop. Like this one. Ooh, that pops. Look at that. Oh, that one's really cool. Kind of some tube structure going on in there. It's like tubes bursting out there. Oh, that one's really cool. I like that. So you know what? I'm curious on this one. How much of that was visible in the normal light? All the tubes were, a lot of that banding is definitely visible. This one's got a lot going on. My head is weird sometimes. Just started like she bang, she bang. I have no idea where that came from. Oh, look, there's a guy in it. Leg, leg, torso, abstract arms and head. There's his head. He threw his head off. Oh, he's been beheaded. He lost his own head and threw it up in the air. Oh, yep, look, there's the little splotches coming out after he ripped his head off. Oh, sorry, that was potentially graphic, I guess. Graphic imaginary imagery. And not everything we see in the clouds and rocks is always nice. Alright, I'm not seeing. There's a couple more here with a little glow. Oh, the rind on this one. Oh, that's really cool. This was the one that I said had a nice glow to it and a nice booty. Nice booty, nice glow, nice color. Ooh, look at that. I like that color. Very bluish. Oh man. Beautiful color coming through that one. And then it's got a nice rind on it. Ooh. Yeah, I don't know. I might be going backwards on talking about cutting this one up like I was gonna. Seeing it in the UV now, this might just get a nice face polish and left as is because I like the little botryoidal bits down there. Yes, Patrick, and welcome. Yes, we definitely have had some iris candidates today. Um, we're just getting to the very end of looking through all of them with the UV. Yes, most definitely some great iris candidates. And that's everything. We looked at the. Oh, there's a couple more in this one. I forgot about. Obviously, almost skipped this one. That's nice. Yeah, after what we looked at today, I wouldn't just say candidates. There's like for sure some iris. We'll just see how well I can do thinning it down and exposing it and put my skill to the test. Wow, now that one really pops in the light. That one's got a very, very bright reaction. Yeah, no worries. I'm gonna zoom out here, give a quick once over. Oh, we missed two. Hold on. These were set to the side. Sun's coming out again too. Oh, these were the iris ones. Zoom back in. The quartz center. Oh wow. Look at how much more banding is visible now in the UV. See all that? Let's look in the normal light again. Almost none of that is visible. And I see some whitish going up there. When we get a little backlighting, it becomes semi-visible. But here you just see what looks like, mostly solid color, maybe a couple tiny signs of banding in it. There's that color play pointed out a few times there, or rather a little bit of light play. You can see right there. It's definitely playing with this light. Once that UV is on it, those bands become much, much more visible. Lots of tight banding there, many, many layers. Great little parallax banding. Ooh, that'll be a good one. There's the other piece. So, give me a moment to turn this around. I was literally on the edge of my seat. So, I was leaning so far forward on the edge of my seat for so long there that my legs have kind of fallen asleep. Those were so exciting, and I was, yeah, not paying attention. I'm like, oh man, my legs feel numb all of a sudden. I wasn't paying attention at all. Really enjoyed that. Thank you so much, Travis. I'm going to have a blast going through those. And I think my first task is going to be choosing the ones that don't have iris to draw some patterns on to make some cabs. And then, of course, setting aside the iris ones and figuring out the thin blade situation because my blade is currently really thick. And the club has a slightly thinner blade than mine, but it's a bit older and worn, and it kind of even has the slightest wobble, so it ends up being just as thick or even worse of cuts. So I'm looking at getting a thin, they have a really thin blade. Actually, for any of these small ones should work for the super thin blade they have for the jewelry. So they have the whole faceting setup, which I don't know if I showed y'all that video or not yet. I don't think I put it out, but I've been going to the Gem Club a lot recently, and they've got 6 or 8 faceting machines, a whole bunch of cab machines, a whole silversmithing studio. Let me click this. I'm missing a bunch in chat. Meat slicer would give the fingers a break. Uh, yes, so polishing them on the flat. I've already got 3 over in my closet that I started, and I spent literally a couple hours. I sat there for I think 2 to 3 hours with just 2 pieces on my flat lap, holding them down, trying to get them really, really thin while watching TV. Like that Yellowstone and Montana agates, that whole area, those agates are definitely a little bit harder than any of the other stuff I've worked with. But yeah, I will see y'all later today for live again if you choose to return. I'm gonna hang out and get my lunch after this, clean these rocks up, get all these pieces right here that I had sitting in the background. And so those 2 little bins are full of cabs that I've all pre-shaped and started. And here's a bunch I posted a picture of the other day. Some of you may have seen this yesterday. Got a bunch of the gold sheen obsidian, some beautiful little agates, some jaspers, There's even some opals in here, some Larimar, some sodalite. But I've got this whole bin of cabs that I've been shaping just to show y'all just how much I've been shaping up a whole bunch of things in here I started to do. These are all half-started projects. Oh, look, here's some more Montana agate, one that someone else had sent me a while back. Yeah, lots of partially started goodies there, and so I plan to be live later today and work those pieces that I have on the dop stick. A couple of them, Angie already claimed. She really wanted some of them when I posted the pictures, but most of those will be available on my website once it's launched and or in my future lives that are coming up. But I appreciate y'all hanging out today and looking at these goodies from Travis. Again, I'm gonna go get cleaned up, have myself a little lunch, and yeah, be back live once I get my flat lap set up and polish some goodies. Looks like LXR is here doing a bit of lurking today. Well, I appreciate you lurking. I'm trying to get those watch hours, so be doing a lot of random lives. They'll still all pertain to rocks and gold, but it'll be a lot more lives than my usual content. I'm gonna start, I think, doing some lives for the pay dirt too, because I've just been recording some of the pay dirt stuff on the side, but not posting any of them yet. But I have been going through some different pay dirts that have gold, or even Lisa sent me some diamond pay dirt. So I've been going through a little bit of that here and there, but I haven't put out any videos or content on that yet. So look forward to it. And yeah, I'll see you all soon for my polishing live. Have a great day. Thanks for coming.